I have these 2 glass heart dishes, and I grabbed these from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to take some painter's tape and go around the edge of my dish. I'm going to do this on both of the glass dishes, and then I'm just going to flip it over. Now I'm going to take some Wise Owl white primer, and I'm going to cover both of my glass dishes. Now the primer is just going to help the paint adhere to the glass better. So I fully cover both of those 2 dishes, and I'm going to allow that to dry. Next, I have this glass candlestick holder, and I got this from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm going to give this a coat of the white primer too. I allowed all of that to dry, and I'm going to take some Rust-Oleum chalked linen white spray paint, and then my Shortcuts gold spray paint. I'm going to do the heart with 2 coats of the linen white. I've removed my painter's tape, and I'm just cleaning up the edges where any paint seeped under the painter's tape. And it's just easily coming up with my finger, but you can also use some sandpaper. Now I grabbed some scrapbook paper from Michaels, and I picked colors that kind of mimicked those bright conversation hearts. And I traced my heart dish on the one color first, and I cut that out. Now I did need to go smaller, but that just gave me the initial shape. And then I just took a little more off until it fit nicely into the bottom of my dish. Okay, and once I had it to the size I liked, I took my second piece of scrapbook paper and just traced that heart and cut that out. Now you could pick any color scrapbook paper or design that you'd like. I got these stickers from Michaels, and I grabbed a couple packs of them, and I'm just going to add some to the front of each heart. Now my first heart, I'm going to take my ruler just so I have a straight line, so my stickers aren't all crooked, and I'm going to put XOXO. Now what's nice about this is if you do mess up, like I didn't really like the placement of that, I was able to quickly lift it and just move it over. Which I did reposition this one a couple times because I wanted it a little lower on the heart. So then I went to my second heart, and I'm going to put Be Mine. And again, I'm just using the ruler so I have a straight line. And there we go. We have both of our conversation hearts complete. And I'm just going to take a very small amount of hot glue and just stick it to the bottom of my dish. I have this clear casting resin. It's from Craft Smart. Now, when you're using resin, please wear a mask and wear your gloves. I take these red Solo cups. I like how they have the ridges on the outside. It could help me with measurement if I don't have the proper measuring cup. So I just trim them down so they're a little smaller. And I'm going to take my part A and put it in the cup, and then part B and put it in the second cup. You want to mix them around, and the biggest thing is to make sure that you have equal of each part. So you want to make sure that you are putting the same amount of part A and part B together. And once you have them together in one cup, you want to stir it really well. You kind of want to stir it slowly. This video makes it look like I'm stirring it fast. And you also want to stir it for a couple minutes. Some people even say 5 minutes. And once I feel like that is all set, I'm going to take my first dish and pour some into my heart. Now I'm just pouring enough so that it covers my paper and stickers. it's not going to be super thick. And then I'm going to my second one. And as you can see, I did move the stickers down the XOXO a little further to the bottom. Now, it looks like there's some bubbles, so I just take my heat gun very quickly. You do not want to hold it there, and you just blow it over, and it kind of helps get rid of the bubbles. Next, I'm going to take the candlestick holder that we spray painted, and I'm going to stick it in the top right corner of the heart. That's why I move the XOXO stickers further to the bottom. And I'm going to just put some tape here, and I'm going to allow that to dry, just like that. Now, I leave this overnight, and the resin dried completely. And now my candlestick holder is dried into the resin of the first dish. Next, I'm going to take some of my E6000 glue. This is great for glass. If I used hot glue, this would not stick. And I'm going to stick my second heart on top of the candlestick holder. And you allow the glue to dry for several hours. And then I have this stencil I got in a pack from Target. Now, I didn't know I was going to stencil it, or I would have done all this before I glued my hearts together. But it was an afterthought, so I have my foam dabber and some metallic gold paint. And I'm using some tape to help hold it onto my heart dish. And again, I got this stencil from Target. It was a pack of 4, and it came with 2 stencil brushes, which I prefer my foam dabbers. And I'm just going to lightly dab the metallic gold on top of my stencil. And I did this around both hearts. You want a small amount of paint so you help prevent any bleeding. I allowed all the paint to fully dry. I took my Wise Owl Furniture salve to give it a nice top coat. Now I have this cotton sock that I use to just rub the salve in. And there you go. Now you can put some wrapped candy inside the dish or store some trinkets. You can use it for whatever you like. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, paint products can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And we also have other tutorials on our webpage. Hope you have a great day.